So as Nintendo have been doing throughout 2020, they've just randomly out of the blue dropped a new trailer, and this time it's for Zelda. It's not main series Zelda, at least I don't think so, but judging by the title, which is Hyrule Warriors. But the second half of that title is Age of Calamity, so it's something to do with Breath of the Wild. So let's run through the video that they've uploaded to their YouTube channel. So Koei Tecmo, yeah. So it's obviously not first party, but they're...
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma, the producer of The Legend of
the man
Zelda
himself.
series. We mentioned in the June 2019 Nintendo Direct presentation that we had started development on the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Many people around the world are still playing Breath of the Wild, so I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Everyone, thank you so much. Regarding the sequel, in order to make the vast world you enjoyed exploring in the original game even more impressive, the team is working hard on its development, so you'll have to wait a bit longer before we can provide more updates.
Makes sense, yeah. We're about expected that by now.
In the meantime, we've prepared a different way for you to experience the world of Hyrule, and we have a video to introduce it. Please take a look.
Right. Okay, here we go. Alright.
The history of the royal family of
Impa's
Hyrule
cutscene.
is also the history of Calamity Ganon, a primal
That's new.
being
That's
that has endured over the ages.
That's not the same cutscene from Breath of the Wild.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear
Oh.
what happened.
Okay. I've been wanting to see Hyrule before the Calamity since Breath of the Wild came out. Okay, Princess Zelda. Oh. Okay. So it's obviously the Hyrule Warriors style gameplay, but you could, so you can see like the war that happened during the Calamity. Okay. Oh, the Guardian's coming out the pillars. Oh, I hope those cannons are Akala Citadel. A Lionel. Zelda has stasis. She's using the Sheikah Slate then. Mipha. A Bosa using perfect dodge. Varudania. Okay, so all the champions will be playable. Yeah. What was on Link's sword? It was green. And the Calamity itself. Okay, alright, so obviously it'll be Hyrule Warriors style gameplay. Which I'm not the hugest fan of in the past, but I am so ready for this Age of Calamity. I'll eat up anything. So that's Patricia Somerset coming back. They've got the same voice actors back.
Game that Koei Tecmo Games is developing.
I'm so
Hyrule
here for
Warriors:
this.
Age of Calamity. This game takes place 100 years before the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
In that game, the Great Calamity that occurred 100 years prior was mentioned, but the actual event itself wasn't shown in full. In this game, you'll be able to experience the events of the Great Calamity. So now, I would like to invite Koei Tecmo Games producer, Mr.
Oh
Hayashi,
man.
to join me
Oh, I'm
here.
so ready for this.
Hello, everyone.
Oh
I'm
my
Yosuke
god, I
Hayashi
wonder if it's
from
like going to be
Koei Tecmo
considered
Games and the producer of
canon.
this game.
'Cause obviously Hyrule Warriors
Age of
isn't,
Calamity
but
began when Mr. Aonuma
this
approached
seems
us
like it's meant to be
saying,
filling in
I think it would
the
be
gap that we
interesting
didn't
to create
see.
a Warriors game telling the story of the Great Calamity.
Telling the story of the
What
Great
do you think?
Calamity.
The battles between the Kingdom of Hyrule and Calamity Ganon
I hope those cannons
would
are Akala
complement
Citadel.
warrior-style gameplay against large armies. The previous Hyrule Warriors games were
Oh, yeah.
filled with Zelda conventions.
Yeah,
The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild broke these conventions entirely, and perhaps it's the same for everyone here, but for someone like me, who's been playing Zelda games for a long time, this was an extraordinary experience. It's a new, special title for me. Unlike the previous Hyrule Warriors games, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was developed by working closely with the Zelda team in every step of the process,
Ooh, okay.
including gameplay direction, graphics, world, and all dialogue. And while we maintained the distinct gameplay style of the Warriors series, with exciting 1 versus 1,000 battles and a wide variety of playable characters, this became the only game that will let you experience the world 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild firsthand.
So we will definitely learn things that we didn't know before about the Great Calamity and everything that happened.
Thank you, Mr. Hayashi. During the development of the previous Hyrule Warriors games, I was impressed with how the Warriors development team, led by Mr. Hayashi, had a deep understanding of the Legend of Zelda series. This time around, they made it possible to create this new experience by combining the well-detailed world of Breath of the Wild with Warriors gameplay. Therefore, I believe this game will offer the experience of the Great Calamity battles that weren't fully shown in the original game.
Right.
I hope that both those who played the previous Hyrule Warriors games and those who played The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild can experience this game. Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity will
When's
launch
it launching?
on November 20th.
Oh, that's soon. All right, so we got the Zelda game for 2020.
Thank you for your continued support for The Legend of Zelda and this game.
Sorted. Oh, that's brilliant. Like I said, I'm not the hugest fan of the actual gameplay when it comes down to Hyrule Warriors gameplay. I've always found it a bit too hectic and everything. But stop that autoplay. But seeing the Calamity itself play out and fighting as Hylian soldiers and the siege of Fort Hateno and Akala Citadel, Hyrule Castle itself, that's just going to be ridiculous. And playing as the champions is something everyone has wanted since Breath of the Wild, so oh man, I'm so ready. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of this, and I'm going to run this through and have a look and see if I can make an analysis video on this. Yeah, catch you next time.